Today is September 22nd, Bilbo and Frodo's birthday, lest we forget, the last day of summer, the beginning of fall. And in celebration of Nerdfighteria convincing, in giant meme brigade tier quotation marks, Danaher and other big pharma corporations to lessen price gouging for tuberculosis testing, fear Nerdfighteria, we will meme you until justice is done. We're gonna cap this video at no more than not the old tradition of 4 minutes, but let's try 6-ish minutes. Run-on sentence of the year goes to me. I'm going to talk about some of my favorite things from the past season, so stop by, grab a nice pumpkin-flavored drink as we settle into autumn, and let's take a look back at the season that was. I've made video essays on Sami Zayn, Cody Rhodes, Eddie Kingston, and Orange Cassidy, and that's not a bad 4 to check in on with summer in the rearview mirror. For Sami Zayn, who main evented possibly the best night of WrestleMania with his WWE World Tag Team title victory with Kevin Owens, he lost those titles and seems to be in an eternal feud with the Judgment Day, who are great, but I worry are getting overexposed with a lack of variety in opponents. And ditto for Sami, who, lest we forget, kinda should have won the WWE World title at Elimination Chamber. He was that over. I can't help but feel he's being a little underutilized and underpushed, and that's Sami's main roster career, isn't it? I've made myself sad. But you know what we could talk about? Cody Rhodes, who main evented possibly the worst night of WrestleMania, at least from a potential booking perspective. It was the wrong call all the live long day down the card, except for Gunther. But for real, Cody has been spinning his wheels stock still since Mania. I just don't buy Cody doing anything but trying to actually finish his story with Roman. I wish we weren't waiting for Mania, and that's assuming The Rock doesn't swing in, and I've done it again. Let's talk about Eddie goddamn Kingston, who just 2 days ago fought Claudio Castagnoli, defending his strong title and winning the ROH World Championship in Arthur Ashe in New York. What can I say? But you deserve it. Clap, 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 clap. And for Orange Cassidy, who main evented All Out with Jon Moxley, who went on to have several more successful defenses after my video on him at the 22 defense mark, Orange Cassidy made the international title, and I couldn't be happier to have paid good money to see him save AEW in the main event of All Out in Chicago. A beautiful moment. Thank you, OC. I'm cooking up a video about the year 2023, but in the meantime, I made a video about Baldur's Gate 3, and it's a love letter. I'm working on another video about it, but I wanted to take a moment to say I was wrong about something. In previous videos, I've stated early access is never good, never pre-order. That's not correct. I was wrong, because sometimes a company like Larian will have an early access that is so good, so communicative with the player base, that results in a better game for it having been released in early access, that I have to make it clear I was wrong, and so happy to be so wrong. So happy that Baldur's Gate 3 is still the talk of the internet town, and the party has never been more gathered, seeing so many different kinds of people basking in a game this good. It's lovely. I'm not even going to ruin the good vibe by talking about Unity much, other than to say, lol, Godot and other alternative engines are getting good money and good attention, and rightly so. If Unity wants to destroy itself with, to put it succinctly, objectively bad practice, the industry and the community around it will simply find alternatives, as they should. So let's end with good vibes. Like most of the internet, I loved Dragon Ball Z Abridged. Team 4-Star was a constant on YouTube. Sometimes months, close to a year would go by, but when a new video dropped, it was always worth the wait. And after the conclusion of the Cell Saga, they decided it was probably best to not do Boo and instead focus on other projects, and fair, they owe the internet nothing. After all, they've given it so much already. Which is why I was delighted and shocked when it was announced they'd do just a few Boo scenes for Totally Not Mark's review of the Boo Saga. And man, the callbacks, the unreal voice acting by Masako during Goku's SSJ3 form, and Lenny Pator during Vegeta's Last Stand, the music, it's not just a glimpse at what could have been, it's a glimpse at what is. Some of the best creators in the history of the platform giving us a little dessert after a full course meal. I am grateful. See you, best buddies. Go subscribe to Team 4-Star. Josh Johnson is uploading consistent stand-up bits on current events and just his best material for free on YouTube, and no summarization of his work covering the Alabama Brawl or the Trump mugshot will suffice. If you've been looking for some fresh comedy with a genuinely introspective and also funny as hell delivery, check him out. My favorite recent bit of his, linked below. I'm cheating here with several ambiance YouTubers here. Stellar Chic, who I've shouted out before, is doing good autumn Nintendo tracks as expected, my favorite of which is linked below. Ambient Worlds, also in the description, is still probably the best in the game at this, and more recently discovered Bits and Hits, who is doing some Lord of the Rings lo-fi that is delightful. All the above, and some miscellaneous ambient tracks I've enjoyed, linked below. This summer, the amount of people subscribed to this channel doubled, and as of writing, I have 400 subscribers, and I am over the moon. I have some videos cooking in the background. I've been asked to review games by actual developers. It's all just lovely. And if you're still watching, hey, thank you. What I can say with complete and total honesty right now is I am very grateful to just make stuff in this weird hyper-attention grabbing ecosystem that is the 2023 internet. It's just fun for me as I try to improve, and that really is enough. And listen, amazing stuff is being made on YouTube all the time. Cynicism is easy, but always incorrect. Jet lag is ongoing right now, and that justifies the platform all on its own. But right now, just making stuff is fun. So thanks for having fun with me. I'll see you next Friday in the autumn. The best season. What are you talking about? Come on, you know it is. I gotta go finish Tears of the Kingdom. I've done all the quests except the last few main quests, all good things, etc., etc. Can they hear me? I think they can still hear me. Paulie, Joe, can they still hear me?